Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're ready for another YouTube video from your old buddy, DagCraft73. We're back here playing the DW20 1.12 modded Mind Pack. Modded Mind Pack? No. Modded Minecraft. That's the game we're playing. And man, we are having such a good time. Flying around, grinding up mobs for meat, liquid meat. Oh, it's kind of out of control. By the way, I got these little guys working, these wireless RF transmitters. Randy, my old buddy, said, hey man, if you make a wireless battery and you get some power fired up, you can use these to get yourself powered. If I click on that, you see it's serving this guy. Working just like I want. We're grinding out a bunch of meat. If I click on that right there, okay, everybody's happy. I have 50,000 meat buckets of liquid meat in this crazy injector thing that I've got attached to one of my veins, and I'm being fed intravenously with liquid mob juice. That's how we do around here, man. Check it out. It's so hardcore. All right, so one of the things that we got to do today, because we haven't done it yet, is we got to start bees. You know, one of you guys in the comment section said, hey, I've been waiting for like 11 episodes, and you say you're going to do bees, but you never do bees. So we got to get them done. We got to get started. So we got a couple things we're going to do today, and some of it's going to be collecting bees for sure, but then we got to make some machines, some tools, some pieces, parts. They're going to help us be even more awesome when it comes to bees. Man, things are a buzz out here in the desert. Yeah, that's right. All right, so first of all, let me show you what I made. I made this right here, the Scooperator MX200 Turbo, or as we shall probably call it from here on out, the Scooperator 9000. Let me show you what it is. Scooperator, this guy right here. Pretty simple. It's a regular scoop, it's a diamond, and it's a power module, which is just some gears and some gold and some pistons and some odds and ends. Put those together, you get yourself the Scooperator 9000. So we got that. Now, yeah, so we have that. And we've got it charged up all the way. I made another block down here for thermal expansion. I've got to show you a couple little changes we've made down here. So thermal expansion, this is my wireless RF battery that's allowing me to feed power to that mob grinder thing up there, the slaughterhouse, automatically. So this thing's charged, taking a little bit of grid power, but not a problem. These guys are working like it needs to. Everybody's good. But I made this thing down here called the Energetic Infuser. And if we throw this guy in there, right, it'll charge it up if it needs charge. It drops it off in there for us. Let me show you what this thing is made out of. Okay, Energetic Infuser. So we need a redstone conductance coil, which is a piece of electrum inside two pieces of redstone. So we get one of those. We need a reception coil, which is gold and redstone. And then we need a couple transmission coils, right? So that's silver and redstone. And then just some copper gears and a machine frame, right? So we get one of those. We put it down, connect it to power. It's doing what it needs to do, okay? And essentially this allows me to charge these tools. The problem is it's here, and I'm about to go on some kind of epic bee gathering mission, and I don't want to be carrying that stuff around. So I think what I'm going to make is we're going to pretend like we're going to go back to the future, and we're going to build a Flux Capacitor. It's pretty simple. So it's a little bit of redstone, a little bit of lead, a little bit of copper, right? And some sulfur. Now the easiest way to get sulfur is you take some blaze rods and you put those into a pulverizer, right? And you get a 50% chance of getting some sulfur out when you grind those up. So that's what I did. I just stuck those in, had a couple blaze rods. I had 18 or so. I put 4 or 5 in there, did what I needed to do, got a couple pieces of sulfur. Okay, so let's make this thing. We need 2 lead, we need some redstone, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that's enough in that, right? Can we make this guy now? Yeah, Flux Capacitor, right? Easy. And I think, what's it say? Use while sneaking to activate. Okay. Okay. All right, I hope this thing does what I want it to. We're going to find out in just a second. So we go take this back down here, and we stick it in here, and let this thing charge up. Okay? So it holds 1,000,000 RF. I mean, that's pretty insane. But I'm pretty sure I can use this thing. Here, let's get Let's get that much out of it. Okay. That didn't, like, do anything crazy, did it? Okay, no. All right. Okay. So I'm guessing it will do what it needs to. Okay, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me get this thing all the way charged up. I don't want to hang out on camera while we do this. It's going to take a little bit. It holds 1,000,000 RF. So let me get that thing all charged up, and I'll bring you back on the other side. And then I'm going to show you how the scooperator works. And then it's going to be an epic bee grinding mission that we're going to go on. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. We've got ourselves a flux capacitor. It's got 1,000,000 RF sitting in it, and I think it says charging held items. So as long as I'm holding the scooperator, it will try to keep it charged, right? So this thing's all good. Yeah. But it's full charge right now. Yeah? Okay. So let me show you how this crazy thing works. So if you're out looking for bees, there's some stuff I don't want to deal with right now. Let's find a hive somewhere. Yeah, like over here. Right? Now you have a couple options. You can use it just like a regular scoop and hit the beehive. Let's not get stung. You can hit the beehive and you get the goodies out. But you can also shift right click and snatch it up. And it puts it in your inventory right there. Right? So now we have this hive there. We can grab this guy like so. Awesome. And this just gives you a way that you could go out and just collect mass numbers of bees without messing around, doing too much stuff. You know, we can get all these ones out of the desert if we want to, for sure. Yep, snatch. The guy, like, stung me. And it should be staying full charge. Like, this guy's using a little bit. Yeah, that's working like a dream. Okay. So, essentially now, we can go, I guess, as far as we want to and get as many beehives as possible. So, let's go and get this one. Okay. Just look and see if I see any more right around here that I want. There's one over here. Let's go grab this guy up. Ow. Okay. Any other beehives? Yep, right there's one. They hurt a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, just you shift right click and you snatch up the beehives. You can see that we're starting to get a little bit of a collection in our inventory, which is awesome. But the best place that I know of to find tons and tons of beehives is actually in the mining dimension, because we can get, you know, some of like the base bees that we need and probably some other special ones. So let's go in here. And we're going to do some running around. I have plenty of meat in my meat syringe, meat juice, and I've got some extra steaks laying around if I need them. But we can just go up to the... Oh, hello. A little bit of lag. Everything's good. But we can just go up to this guy, unusual hive, snatch it up, right? We could just get as many of these as we want to. Now, this thing does have a durability that gradually will get you... Hey, man, there's a crafting bench over here in my nether. I wonder if that's mine. Is that mine? I'm taking it with me. This isn't the nether, is it? No. So we could just go rolling around and we can collect as many beehives as we want right here from the mining dimension. And we don't have to worry about, searching for them too much. So we can just kind of run along and pick up as many as we want. I could also kill some cows while I'm out here in case I want some extra materials. Yeah. One of you guys told me the other episode I was looking around for mystical agriculture flowers, and you were like, hey, man, the best place to find them, without a doubt, is right here in the mining age. And man, that's a great idea. I wish I had thought of that whenever I was running around looking for them. Thankfully, it didn't take too long to find those couple black ones we needed, but still, this would have definitely been an easier place to search. So we're going to spend some time, or I'm going to spend some time off camera, just collecting as many beehives as I can possibly find. I know I've got some rocky hives down in a couple in my mines. I think I found a couple in the nether as well. So we're just going to go running around here and just go on a massive bee finding expedition. So you see I've got 6 of those, 7 of those, 5 of those, and we're just going to keep on working. So any beehive that I find, I'm going to catch or pick up, and then I'm going to meet you back at the base, and I'll show you everything that I got, and then we'll sort of go through what we're going to do from there. Yeah, man, so easy. How's the durability on this thing? Yeah, it's doing okay. But our capacitor is working like a dream. You know, we've used about 40,000 RF so far, but that's no problem. I mean, I'll be worn out from collecting bees before that thing gets empty. So let me keep working on this, and I'll be back with you in a few minutes. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. Man, we've been doing some serious bee collecting. Check it out. So if I sort this, I have a little over a stack of meadows hives. I've got a bunch of resonating hives. I've got some modest hives and some forest hives and a water and a just a rock hive, and even a marshy hive. Went out to the swamp, so I just threw a chest down here, and we're gonna just start by putting bee stuff in here because we got to bake some more stuff before we can go too crazy. But I want to show you something really quick about bees. If you don't know, I mean, I'm sure you do. Maybe you don't though. So if you mouse over these bees, you'll see that you've got, first of all, princesses and drones, right? Makes sense. But if you mouse over these different types of princesses, you'll see that this one right here says ignoble stock, and this guy right here says pristine. And what these guys mean, pristine means if I breed this princess and I just keep cycling it through over and over again, it'll essentially live forever. The ignoble stock, this princess will eventually die, and it will not produce another princess. This guy will always, if you combine it with a drone, will always produce, as part of its, after it's done its cycle, will always produce another princess. This guy, after a while, and it's a good while, probably, I don't know, say like 100 combines maybe. I guess it's a random chance. I don't know exactly. But eventually, this guy will die. No question about it. So these are good to produce like a stockpile of drones if you want to, but long-term bee production, you gotta have pristine for sure, no question. So the other thing that's very interesting to me is, I guess, I'm not sure exactly why, but if you use the scooperator on in the Mind Dimension, there's all these unusual hives, and if you scoop them up, they actually get converted into resonating hives, which is not ideal. That's not exactly what we want to have happen, but that is what's happening. I also noticed that I was out in the woods, in the forest, and some of the forest hives, there's actually some curious hives out there, and those guys, be quiet, spider. These guys sort of get changed into just regular forest hives. So that's just something to be aware of. If you really need like a curious, let me see, curious. This guy, it's a curious hive. Let's see, what does it give me? I guess it gives me a chance. Oh yeah, see, I shouldn't have scooped those up. Those are actually good. No, that's not what we want. We want curious. This guy, curious hive, gives me mysticals, valiance, etc. So those are actually a couple tiers higher than we want. So not perfect, right? So we don't necessarily want to, I guess what I'm trying to say is if you come across a curious hive or like a special hive that's one of these like plain like forestry hives, you want to make sure that you actually use the scoop on it, not just pick it up. So now I can place these all down, and I can take the scooperator and hit them, and I'll automatically pick up whatever items that are here, just like using a regular scoop. I mean, the cool thing about it is it just gets charged. Now, my treks around, I used about 250,000 RF, but man, look at all those bees I collected. I didn't have to have like a whole bunch of wool with me all the time and cause all those problems, just inventory issues. So you can just scoop them up, and then you can use them whenever you need to. So if we kind of look around here, most of the hives, if not all of them, from around this area are completely gone for sure, because I've got them all. And I remember down in my Mining World mine, there was a rocky hive, so I went and grabbed him. Everybody's happy. Okay. So now we have essentially raw materials, right? We got bee stuff, right? We got hives, we can get bees, we're good to go. Now we need to think about what process we're going to go through to actually start breeding these guys, because let me just show you here. If we look at princess, look at all the different kind of princesses you can get, right? That's crazy. It's absolutely insane how many different kinds of bees that you can have. But for instance, like if I look at wither, right? There's these wither skeleton bone chips, right? So they come from the withering princess. So if I can get here, I can start having these princesses produce me wither skeleton bone chips. And if I look at how I use those, right? I need 9 of those to get a skull fragment, and then 6 of those to get a wither skeleton skull. So essentially we can be producing wither skeleton skulls from bees passively. They can just sit there and grind these out all the time, and we don't have to do anything. Very similar to the fact that if I want like iron, like there's an iron bee. Let's see, where's he at? Oh, I don't know, but we can get iron combs from a rusty bee. The old rusty bee. Not rusty. That's just kind of funny, actually, if you think about it. And I don't know if that's intentional, but Tango Tek, whenever he built his iron farms in vanilla Minecraft, he always made himself an iron golem that he called Rusty. But anyway, Rusty Princess, you get a 5% chance to get an iron comb from one of those. And if we look what we get, we spin those out in a centrifuge, we get iron grains. And then you can take 4 of those and make pulverized iron. So we can have rusty bees hanging around, passively producing iron for us, and we don't have to go mining. Isn't that awesome? I love it. I love it. But the problem that you run into is you got to breed, right? You got to breed these bees to get them there. So we're going to use a mod called Gendustry. Let's take a look here. So Gendustry, we have a bunch of different things. It's actually really awesome, and we're going to dive deep, deep, deep into this thing for sure. So the first thing we need to look at, though, is something called mutagen. And mutagen is like the raw material, the raw fluid that we need to be able to actually mutate these bees, right? That makes sense, right? You take a regular bee species, combine it with another bee species, and you apply mutagen to that, and you end up getting a new type of bee. So we need to make a couple of these guys. So this is the first thing we're going to work on probably for the rest of this episode. We might get a little bit further because the next thing we need to talk about is the Muta Tron, and the Muta Tron is what actually handles the mutations for us. Then we've got some other stuff, right? Some other different types of blocks that we'll sort of work through as we dive deep into Gendustry for real. For real? For sure. For real now. Okay, so if we take a look at the Mutagen Producer, we need some bronze ingots, a hopper, we need some power modules, we need a sturdy casing. That's no problem. Okay. We need a Mutagen Tank, which is also not a problem. So let's start with that. So let's get ourselves a Mutagen Tank. Let's get 6 pieces of glass out of here, and we'll convert that into panes because we're going to need those for sure. And then we just need some tin. We need 6 pieces of tin, and we should be able to go and make ourselves a Mutagen Tank. Okay? Done. Easy, easy, easy. Alright, so next up we need to make these power modules, and they're a little more difficult, but not incredibly so. We've already made one for the Scupatron 9000, right? So power module, pretty simple. We just need some pistons, and we need some bronze gears, and we need a little bit of gold, and a little bit of redstone. So let's go ahead and crank this out. We'll do it together on camera. So let's get a stack of that. Let's get a bunch of... Oh, we're a little short on birchwood. That's okay. We're just trying to use it up is really what we were doing. Are there any deals in here? Any planks? No? Okay. Let's get a bunch of redstone. Let's get a bunch of iron. And let's make ourselves some pistons, first of all. So we need 4 of these guys. Do we have enough to make 4? We have enough to make 8. Okay, that'll work. We might as well just make them. And then we just need some bronze gears, which is just bronze around a piece of iron. So let's make 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's just make a couple. Let's grab some bronze out of here. Okay, now let's make bronze gears. Oh, like these. Sometimes it's weird. It doesn't. So we'll go ahead and make 4. We're going to need them, even though we don't need them right now. We're definitely going to need them down the road. Actually, we need more than that, don't we? We need a bunch of bronze out of here. Now, if you're getting into bees, be prepared. Bronze is going to be one of your key items that you're going to need for sure. Okay, let's get those. There's 4 more. Okay. And then what else do we need for power module? Just a little bit of gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we should be able to now make these power modules, right? Can we make 2? We can. All right, so there's our 2 power modules. And now we just need a couple more bronze gears. So let's make... yeah. 1, 2. All right, let's go here, and we'll make 2 more bronze gears. And then we just need 2 more pieces of bronze. Do we have it? Nope. Let's get it. 1, 2. Now, can we make the Mutagen Producer? Oh, we got to make a sturdy casing. Oh my goodness, we are burning through bronze, man. All right. Okay, so let's go and make ourselves this sturdy casing. Now, can we make this guy? Oh, we got to make a hopper too. I have a chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's go here. We'll make vanilla hopper, and then we should be able to make... Sometimes every once in a while. And I'm not sure exactly why, but it doesn't like make stuff. Oh, you know what? Actually, it does make stuff. It just ends up over here. I keep forgetting. I always think it's like, oh, it's not working. Something's broken. It's not. Okay, so there's a Mutagen Producer. All right, awesome. Let's put him down. All right, and he takes stuff, right? You put stuff in here. Can we look at recipes? I don't know. Now, back in the day, we had to use uranium to do this. So let's see if this is actually what this requires. I got some uranium, and I saved it. I didn't do anything with it, so let's look in here. So here's where was that just at? Uranium, it's in here. There and there. Okay, let's see if this actually does what I want it to. So let's do I have more? Where's my bag? Let me get a power cable out of this guy. Now, this is going to be somewhat power intensive. I mean, for sure. You go there, and let me put you down right here. Okay? Are you getting power? You are. Holds 5 million RF. This is no joke, for sure. Okay. So let me see if this thing takes uranium. No. Okay. So I'm not exactly sure what we do to make mutagen. Squeezer. I don't know how to make mutagen. Okay. So I got to figure that out. So I'll tell you what, let me go off camera and figure out. I thought it was uranium. It used to be uranium. Now, I don't have like any like processed uranium, do I? I mean, I guess I could throw one of these in here and just check it out. Let's do that. Let's put that in there. We're probably about to go on some sort of crazy genetic waste. Okay. Okay, what's going on? Okay, you're processing. No, that's your Yellorium. That's no good. Wonder if that's what you use. Let's see. Do we have some Yellorium? Yeah, we do. Let's see. Will you go in here? Yes. Yes. Okay, Yellorium will. So that's actually pretty handy. Let's take most of this out here because we can't really afford to go too crazy. So this takes a while. It's not a fast process. That actually makes perfect sense. So Yellorium is going to make us mutagen, which it's not too bad. That's actually pretty good. That probably means one of the first B's we need to start going down the path for is something that'll help us with our Yellorium production. We have 8 in there. Yeah, we don't have too much. Too much. Okay. So let's see how much this ends up making us. Takes a while to process. We can probably do Yellorium blocks. Do I have a crafting bench down here? Hey, where's that? There it is. All right, let me just throw this down here on the floor. Let's make ourselves a Yellorium block. I would assume this maybe takes... I don't know if this takes more power. Let's let this guy, this first one, process. I mean, we're filling up with power, but man, this thing's going to be a... Okay, so let's see. If I do this, okay, will not take a Yellorium block. Okay. So if I take this and convert it back... Are you saying I can't go back? Molten uranium. Well, that's interesting. That's good to know. So don't make your Yellorium blocks. That's not good. All right, so let's just run. I don't really know how much power it takes. I mean, we're still gaining positive while it's running, so I don't really know. We need a good stockpile of mutagen for sure. So let's go get ourselves some sort of tank, and let's see if we can just extract it. We should probably make the thermal expansion tank, because I think we can just pull from inventories with that. So let's take a look here. Tank, and we want to make one of these, right? Portable tank, I think. Yeah. Okay. We need one of these. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and some of this, and let's make go this, and this. And you go in the middle. Okay. And then we just need copper and some glass. So piece of copper, 1, 2, 3, and we'll make one of these tanks right here. Holds 20 millibuckets. So let's go put this guy on here and see if we can automatically extract from this thing. I can't remember. Yeah, we can. Okay, so that works. Let me see. Can I hold this over there? No. It doesn't really tell me. I wish it had told me more. Okay, so now we've got some mutagen in there. Oh, it's kind of cool. I love it. Okay, so we're going to go from there, and I think we might as well make the Muta Tron next. So I'll tell you what, I got to get my inventory cleaned up. Let me get that done. I'll bring you right back, and we'll put together this Muta Tron, and maybe we can mutate our first bee species today. That would be awesome. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. So I think we have everything we need to make. We're actually going to make the advanced Mutatron. I can't really remember the difference between the two, but man, advanced is always better, I think. But we have to make the advanced one, we need a Mutatron. So let's go ahead and make this guy first. I did a little bit of crafting off camera, not too much. Just I made myself the power module. That's all I did. I had to run over to the mining dimension. I sort of had to wait until it was nighttime. I just slept through the night, but I had to wait through it was nighttime so I could get some Endermen to spawn. I need to get a couple Ender Pearls, man. I'm hurting for Ender Pearls. So we have to make some of these bee receptacles. Pretty simple, right? It's just some bronze, some glass panes, some redstone, and some weighted pressure plates. So let's get some gold. Do we need 3 of these guys? Yeah, 3 of these guys. Do we need some more for that? No. Okay, so let's get these, and we'll make 3 weighted pressure plates, like so. Okay, and then we need another Mutagen Tank. Do we have a pane still? Yes. Yeah, so let's get some tin. All right, let's make the Mutagen Tank. Okay, there we go. And then, can we make these guys now? Yeah, I think we can. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll get a bunch of this. Let's get a bunch of bronze. I made a bunch more because I knew I was going to need a ton. All right, we can make bee receptacles now. Yep, there's our 3 of those. And then we should be able to, we got to make this crazy guy. 4 diamonds, a little bit of nether quartz, and an ender pearl. So let's get, we're going to need, I think we're going to need a total of 12 diamonds. 1, 2, 3. And some quartz. Okay. All right, so let's make this guy now. Okay, and I think we need 3. Let's look here. Yeah, so we're going to need 3 of those guys. So we might as well just go ahead and make all 3 of them right now. We can do that. So there's those 3. Now we should be able to make, oh, we got to make a sturdy casing. Let's make that. Okay, like so. Now, let's make the Mutatron. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and keep grinding, and we'll make ourselves the advanced version of that. So we have those. We need to make another power deal. Do I have some pistons? I do. Okay, so what is this again? So bronze gear, and then we're gonna need, so we're gonna need 8 bronze gears. Oh my goodness. Do we get 8 pieces of iron? Yeah, okay, we're good. All right, let's make our bronze gears. We're gonna need 8 of them. 7, 8. Okay. All right, and we should be able to now make this guy. We need some gold. I was getting low on gold, and I was getting a little worried, but then I remembered that I had processed all my ores from earlier, so I went downstairs and got all the ores I needed. Okay, and then, can we make this? Yes. Yes. All right, advanced Mutatron done. All right, let's go down here and get him hooked up to power. This guy has been doing its deal. Here's the problem. It takes a tremendous amount of power to be able to make these crazy things. And these guys over here are doing their best. They're producing 240 RF a tick, but you can see that my batteries are completely drained. That thing's probably offline, I would assume. I mean, it's hurting bad, and this thing's barely processing this. I mean, you can see it's taken forever. So we're definitely going to have to deal with some power issues. I'm not too super worried about it, but a little bit I am, because power is going to be an issue for sure. All right, we're going to put this guy down. He's going to get some power in him. So we got a couple things. So first of all, we need power in here. He holds 1.6 million. We need some mutagen in this guy. And then, I don't remember how to do this. It's been a while. I think it's just a matter of doing some things. Let's just take a look here really quick at Gendustry and see what goes in those deals. I don't think any... Oh, genetics labware. Yeah, I think I'm going to need some of that. Dang it. Okay. So you'll see that this is pretty diamond heavy. I mean, not super diamond heavy, but you got to have some of this genetics labware for sure. Let's grab that, and let's make some of this stuff. We'll make 16. That's fine for what we're going to do today, I think. All right, and I'm pretty sure these go in the top. Yep, they go in that slot right there. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, and essentially what the deal is here, do I have a bucket? Let me see, do I have a bucket? Yes. Okay, let's go here and put that in there. Okay. Can I put... Oh, no, no, don't have this stuff running all over... Oh my goodness. We just had a mutagen disaster. Okay, does that just take... I guess maybe I should find a fluid duct. I have one. Okay, can I just run... Can I run this guy like that? Okay, I'm going to need a servo. Do I have one? Upstairs I have one. You know, I need to make... I need to fix this right away. Here, let's do this right now. I killed a couple Endermen when I was over there, just so I could take care of this. I don't know how much wool I have, though. Or string, for that matter. Here's what we're going to do. Let's get some bone meal, like so. Okay. Let's convert this. Let us do a couple things. Let's make ourselves a hoe. How about we do that? Okay. I know we're sort of going off cycle a little bit, but that's okay because we need to do it anyway. All right, so I'm going to go over here. Do I have a piece of dirt? Let's grab a piece of dirt right here from this guy, just because I don't have one with me any other way. Let's put this guy here, and we'll hoe this. Okay, there we go. Now, if I was smart, I would have got the other thing I needed, but of course I wasn't. And I think it's over here, if I remember correctly. I had like a single flax seed. That's rice. Maybe it's in my bag. Yeah, not a single one, a couple flax seeds. Okay, that can go there. Okay, let's go over here. Let's move this out of the way, get this down here. Okay. So we're taking a little bit of a detour, and I know this is going to add some to the episode, but we're gonna fix an issue that we've been having for a while. Okay, we just need some string. Let's just get a whole bunch. There we go. All right, thank you. Yeah, and then we can convert this into that stuff right there. Perfect. All right, so we got tons of white wool now. Not tons, but we have some. And I'm gonna make these 1, 2 there. Let's go ahead and do this like this. We're going to make ourselves a couple white elevators. All right, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This guy right here is going to go away. Okay, put that right there. I'm tired of using this hole. I mean, I can fly, but it's just not ideal. Okay, so we want to get right underneath that guy, right there. And it's this block that we're standing on here. Now we should be able to go, yeah, better. Okay, now, what were we doing? I don't remember. Oh, a servo. Okay, up. Servo over here. Let's get one of those. Let's go down. All right, and then we'll put this guy in here. And we will say redstone ignored. Okay, so now he's draining all that mutagen into here. That's exactly what we need. So this guy's slowly getting power back. This guy's hurting bad. Yeah, I mean, that's not ideal, but it is what it is. I want to see, if I put... let me get this. I know we just sort of went off topic there for a second, but we got to set some stuff up. So if I put this on here, will that shut this guy down? No, that doesn't work. Okay. Anyway, not a huge deal. Not a huge deal, because now we've got this thing clear full of mutagen. We got lots of stuff in here, and we're ready to make our first ever mutation. So the question is, what do we want to do? So we want to get, some how about we get some, like a yellorium, Yellorium Queen. That's what we want to get, okay? So we need a frugal, plus a nuclear. So we don't have either of those, obviously. So to get a frugal, we need modest versus sinister. Okay. Oh, modest we have, but we don't have sinister. So let's see what we need to get from there. Cultivated plus modest gives us a sinister B. Okay. So let's take a look here and see. And I guess we'll make our first. We'll do this. We'll make common Bs today. And then we'll probably call this an episode. All right. So let's get. No. B stuff over here. All right. So let's get a. Let's do this first of all. Good grief. All that stuff go away. All right. Do I have any room in here? I do. Let's put some tools away. And we'll put our Muta Tron 9000 over there. We'll put this in here and here. Okay. Better? Better. Okay, this guy's still doing okay. All right, so let's get ourselves a forest hive. And, of course, we're going to need this again immediately. We just put it away. A forest hive and a meadows hive. Okay, you go back up there. All right, let's sleep through the night real quick. Man, I know we just blew up this game. JD, man, been working on crazy stuff. Ore doubling, and he's got some B stuff going on himself. All right, you go there. Okay, here, we're going to go doot and doot. Okay? All right, let me see what we ended up getting. We got a ignoble princess. That's okay. And a pristine. Man, if I could get. Man, those things hurt me. Good grief. Let's see if we can't get a pristine one of these. So we want this one. We actually want. Oh no, that's okay. We want this, right? And this. So we're going to crossbreed a forest princess with a meadows drone, okay? And we're going to do it through the power of science. Stop running over there. You don't have to do that anymore. You have one of these, okay? Now, if we put this guy in here, so he's filling up on power, we have our genetic labware in there, and we go like this, and we go like this. And you see that our result of this combine is a common queen. So if we click the thing, right? It makes those disappear. It's using mutagen to go all crazy and like mess with the DNA. And then at the end, we got ourselves a common queen, pristine stock. Now we can use her to go to the next level. So we were talking about a Yellorium queen. All right, we need frugal. We need modest. Modest we get from those yellow hives. Let's see. So frugal. So we need a sinister. So we need a cultivated bee now. And a simply cultivated is common plus forest. So do I have another drone? Let's go grab one. Actually, let's do this. Go Muta Tron. Did I not get a princess? Man, those things hurt. Ow. Okay, so now I have another Meadows drone. So if I put this guy back in here, right, and I say, hey, Mr. Common Bee, you go in here. Why won't it let me do that? Why won't it let me do... Can I do this? Can I do this? Why won't you go in there? You dang guy. Alright, let me see. I don't understand. I will investigate. Frugal. Modest. No. Back. Sinister. Common. Okay. Plus forest. Gives me cultivated. Or common plus meadows gives me... It's possible... Let me see. That goes in there. Why can't I put this guy in there? I might need a common drone. And I think that's probably what I need. Okay, so we did our first bee breeding exercise. Now there's a couple more things I think we're going to save for next time. But the next thing we're going to make is an apiary. But we're going to make an industrial apiary. Pretty simple, right? Bee receptacle, some bronze, piston, etc. And instead of using the apiary from forestry, which is like this, we could use the industrial apiary to essentially breed bees, right? We could use that. It takes power, and it cycles through, and it works like a dream. So we'll do that next time. But at least you guys, finally, we've started down the path of bees. I got to figure out why I can't use this guy. I mean, this guy works. This guy does not. I think maybe because I need a common drone. So you need a Meadows Princess with a common drone. We'll give you the next one. The cool thing about this is a... Oh, I know why. It's a queen. Okay, that makes perfect sense. So you can't breed a queen with a drone. You actually have to cycle her through an apiary and get a princess. And then you can do princess plus drone and get the next level. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's why. Oh my goodness. Bees. We are deep into it already. And we're going to see if we can't, next episode, try to get ourselves all the way to our first special bee, which will be one of those Yellorium bees. We need to figure out power. Power's an issue. We're only producing 240 RF a tick. That's not going to get the job done. So we may do a little bee stuff and we may do a little power stuff. But whatever we do, we're guaranteed to have a good time doing it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Until next time, please remember to be cool. Don't be a fool. And from the DW20 1.12 modded Minecraft pack, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.